Hello everyone, how are y'all doing out there? It's Eva here, a personal trainer and athlete, or some of you might know me as the Scoliosis Warrior. So I've decided to start a YouTube vlog series documenting my trail running journey. I am hoping in May, it's currently January 2021. Had to think about that for a second. So it's currently January. I am hoping in May, by May the 1st, all going well with lockdown restrictions, to do an ultramarathon that is 130 kilometers. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to do that distance. I've never done that distance before or even close to it. I've done two ultra running events before. The first one was 55 kilometers, 4,000 meters ascent. That was the Seven Sisters. And then the second one was the Kerryway Ultra Night. And I actually didn't end up finishing that event because my body started breaking down about 65 kilometers into it. But we will get into that later on in the video. So basically, I want to put myself in the best position possible in order to be able to run that distance. So I'm recruiting the help of some magic helpers along the way. So the first one is going to be Niamh. Niamh is my amazing physio and friend. She is from the Scoliosis Academy. So today in the video, you'll get a sneak peek into our session. It was the first one I've actually done with Niamh. I know Niamh as a friend. She's a very good friend and a colleague as well, but I have never actually done a session with her, so this was the first time, and it was really interesting to see her insight and to kind of pick her brain, because she is very, very good at what she does. And then the second one is I'm going to be recruiting the help of a running coach, and I'll tell you a bit more about that later. So let's see how it goes, guys. I thought it'd be cool to document it because I used to always document stuff on video as a kid. Kind of weird stuff, like me and my friends playing like weird Harry Potter games, or like my dog rolling around in pool, like weird stuff like that. But I thought it'd be cool to document this journey because who knows if we'll ever do something like this again, so may as well have some memories to, remember it by. And again, I don't even know if the event's going to go ahead because we are in lockdown. We're in like a very strict level 5 lockdown, and it would have to go down to either level 3, I believe, or level 2 in order for the event to take place. But I certainly want to train up for it and put myself in the healthiest position possible in order to be able to do that. So stay tuned today, guys, and I will take you through my session with Niamh. So thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy.
So we'll get stuck straight into, I want to hear kind of your full history again, okay, because I know we know each other kind of on the social side of things and I suppose on the professional side of things at some level, but I want you to talk me through everything, okay, because I think what's going on at the minute is coming from your back, so I want that history, okay? So go for it.
Let's go for it. So age 12, no problems or complications as a child. I was very active, Irish dancer, all that kind of jazz. And then at age 12, a teacher noticed my shoulders are slumping to one side in a photo. Went to a chiropractor who diagnosed me with scoliosis. I went to her for 6 months for adjustments, and it was just progressively getting worse, and then my thorax was starting to rotate and starting to develop quite a serious hump. So then I went to see Niamh McGowan, orthopedic surgeon. Would have been 13 then. He diagnosed me with severe scoliosis after an MRI. If I remember, it was close to like 100 in the thoracic and around the 70 mark in the lumbar. So I needed like surgery straight away. So about 6 weeks after that, had the spinal fusion done was lucky to get it done that
Yeah,
quick.
you were.
Very lucky. So I got it done, and that was fine. Well, it was like very intense recovery. But then 6 months after that, I noticed that like the scar was opening up the top, and it started like kind of seeping out like white pus.
Yeah.
So I went back in, and they said the rods had become infected. They needed to come out again, but I wasn't getting another set put in, so got them taken out again. And then I was fitted with like kind of a cast that had a little zip on the side, so I had to wear it most of the time for about 8 months after that, but I could take it off a little bit. And then pretty much since then, I've been grand. I haven't really had any physio done. I don't really ever go to see specialists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose the reason I'm coming to you is because like when you're kind of looking at this like more kind of ultra training, every wee bit of imbalance that you have is going to show up. So I've been able to get away with it so far with training and keeping strong and that, but now I think I need to like specifically look at weaknesses and imbalance and try and fix those so I don't cause injury during kind of endurance type of events.
Yeah, absolutely. So where's the goal? Like when are we hoping to have you ready?
The event is on the 1st of May, so I've got about 16 weeks to train for.
Where is it?
It's on down in Waterville in Kerry.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful all along the Kerry Way
Oh,
there.
that'd be fantastic.
Oh, it's a
Jealous.
beautiful spot.
Come along, I'm tempted. And the issue that you're kind of flagged with this, it was initially on the left leg and is now on the right?
Yeah, it was initially when I did the Kerry Way Ultra Night in September. I had to stop prematurely because
What distance did you stop at?
so it started to hurt me at 65k. I continued to hobble for another 20 kilometers, so I stopped 85k in. But around the 65 mark, it started to give me trouble.
And whereabouts was the trouble?
It was on a lateral knee, so I think it was to do with the tight TFL, probably a bit of weak glute medius on the left.
Yeah.
And that was the problem area, and I kind of rehabbed it up through kind of strengthening the glute med, and really doing big stretches along the back of I find like kind of along the back of the knee, here gets very, very, very tight just from being in that position. So I've done a lot of stretching there.
Good.
And it's kind of rehabbed that a good bit. But now it's kind of transferred a little bit over to the other side. And it's not too bad because I'm quite diligent, with the mobility and stretching it out. But I am experiencing at the moment a little bit of very subtle and not painful, but like kind of pins and needles in my foot. It's nothing intense, and as I said, it's not painful, but I think it's probably to do with some sort of nerve, or I probably overstretched a bit or something like that,
Talk me through your training that you're doing at the minute. Like, what does a week look like for you?
So it kind of changes all the time, but I'm trying to get into more regular routine now. It would consist of probably like 3 longish runs a week, so 3 kind of 20k runs. Some of those are kind of like at a slow pace, and then I might have maybe one 10k that's at a fast pace, and then I'm trying to keep in the strength work like 1 day a week, specifically like the ab, kind of the core region. But I'm not doing as much strength training as I used to. And then teaching classes as well, like I do 3 kind of 1 hour cardiovascular kind of light toning type classes a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So
And you do the class, do you? Like you're actually doing it?
Yeah.
I've seen some parts of the videos.
the beauty of Zoom, now you have to actually physically do everything.
Yeah, I know. That's a great exercise though.
Oh, I'm telling you now, it keeps you fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, that's cool. You like me to talk you through what I see?
Yeah, go on, yeah, that'd be great.
So just as you're standing there, can you see how your right foot is turned out?
Yes.
So that's actually coming from your hip joint, where there's a rotation. Yeah, so the way to practice is to rotate from the hip. You get that?
Aye.
Which is a common imbalance, not just in somebody with scoliosis, but in the general population. You'll see that. You'll see most people will stand with one foot turned out. Like it's very common.
Is that to do with a weak adductor?
And it could be partly to do with adductors, yes. Is it something that you know that you have, or?
It just kind of came to me maybe yesterday, like I think my right adductor is weak compared to the left one.
Yeah.
Know that?
You feel that then whenever you rotate it back in?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Probably a wee bit weak in the glutes as well, the glute med, but it's just a standing imbalance. Again, that's probably more so caused by scoliosis than anything.
In both of them.
I can see it in both as you're standing there, but we'll check it out in a bit more detail now too. Does the front of the knees bother you at all and underneath the kneecaps, or it's all lateral?
No, thankfully, it's just kind of that lateral.
Yeah,
the
super.
front
The
is
knees
fine.
look good, they're very aligned. And you've decent arches as well, which is all super. And what footwear are you using when you're running?
So I use these Brooks
yeah.
do you know that brand?
Yeah.
They're kind of they base it all on kind of like scientific orthopedic studies and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
so
good. And they're supportive?
Very supportive.
Brilliant. Excellent.
Very
Okay,
supportive.
good job. Bring both hands together. Bring your chin towards your chest and then start to bend your body forward, reaching your hands down towards your toes. Getting as close to the ground as you can get. Nice job. Well done. Lovely flexibility.
Have you doing the stretch and leave?
Yeah. And then take your time coming back up. I'm going to get you to do that again, but this time I'm just going to look at the actual flexibility in the curves a little bit more. So when you're down there, I want you to rotate to either side for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Off you go. Nice job. And then all the way around. Best you can go. Super. And then all the way around. Any trouble doing that?
Just tight trying to do it, but no trouble as such. That actually feels like a very nice stretch for there.
Yeah. And then take your time to come up from there and then. Good job. Okay, nice. What about if you were to do a squat for me?
Have to get out wide to get any decent amount of depth.
Nice job, well done. And then take your time coming back up. What happens when you do bring your feet together?
Yeah, go down very far.
That's okay. Well done. Good job. And then come all the way back up and then try it in one leg at a time. Either leg first, doesn't matter which. Well done. Whoa, that's excellent. And then take your time coming up. Whoa, really impressive. Nice.
Squat is hard. Oh, a little bit less ankle mobility there.
Yeah, and harder on the right side actually than the left. Very interesting, but really well done. Nice controlling, great effort.
Thank you.
What about up into your tippy toes? And then just do a wee walk from me up there. Whoa, you definitely have dancer's feet.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, that's an amazing point.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
And then what about up onto your heels? Any trouble doing that?
No, it just feels like a nice kind of stretch.
Okay, good. What about standing on one leg? Good. And what happens if you close your eyes? Harder. Yeah, good job, well done. And then try the other side. Get your balance first. Once you're confident with the balance, then you can close the eyes. Nice job, well done. So balance is good. It's always much harder. It's testing your proprioceptive system when you close your eyes. It's a little bit different from balance.
So much harder.
Yeah, it's tricky, but you did a really good job. Well done. Can I see you doing a lunge?
Sure.
Nice. Do anything for me? Watch how tight your TFL is on your right leg when you lead with your left. You see how your knee shoots right out to the side?
Oh yeah. Jesus, it does.
That's probably the biggest imbalance that out of the little things I think. So there's definite tension in that right hip,
The right hip.
which I wonder is what was going on in the left hip, and that's.
Okay.
So if you come up in this sitting position on the edge of the bed, you're up quite high, so don't tumble off me.
Okay. I'll try.
I'm going to get you to hold onto your fingers. You're just going to pull the fingertips apart. Pull apart from me again. Big heavy sigh. Totally relax. Totally relax.
Why do you do the opposite when you say that?
Chill out for me. Okay, big squeeze of the hands together. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Just needed you to chill for me for a second.
Chill out.
Good. Excellent. Okay, keep going. Right, I want to test out some of the basic endurance in some of your muscles. So we're going to do a couple of muscle tests to test how many reps you can do with certain movement patterns. And it
Okay.
helps me to identify if there's any endurance issue in any of the major muscle groups in the body. Okay?
Okay.
Once we see that, then that might indicate certain areas that we need to work on a bit. Okay,
Yeah.
with some specific running home exercise program. And if that's not showing up anything, then I think we'll go straight directly into targeting the lumbar curve.
Okay.
Okay, is that a plan?
Yeah, that sounds great.
You go back over into the blue mat. You're like a yo-yo in here today.
That's so good. Keeps you on your feet.
But you're working when like, you've worked your socks off. Like all your hard work's definitely paying off for the benefits. Just that you have to challenge your body on a whole other level.
Oh, yeah, it's not normal. Like, I don't know why. But it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's the wrong mentality to have, but I kind of feel like, well, I can.
No, you're just right. It's brilliant. It's really, really brilliant.
Like, I might not always be able to, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. I've totally lost count of that. Must be around 40, are you?
Is it around 40? Yeah.
This is the worst thing. I had a student recently and she used to do the counting for me because I get so distracted talking.
Oh, Jesus, I'm the same. Me, I could be coaching someone, I'm like, oh, I think that's 8 there. Sorry. Worst coach ever.
I think that looks good. So CMID on this side, you can see you're floating out a wee bit. Yeah, that's okay. Come back down again.
I can feel that quad activate once it starts coming.
Can you? Yeah. So how you're going to do this as an exercise, because the endurance is lovely, but I want to target the core stability and the hip mobility as well as the hip strength. So if you come back up again, this time, bring those feet back toward the door. Good job. So you want to, you're used to having quite a wide base of support, and that's part of the weakness in the adductors and weakness in your deep core, which is partly caused by the scoliosis in the first instance. So we need to try to bring your feet towards each other a little bit more to start to bring that center of support or that base of support back in. Okay? So keeping the feet aligned in what we call a hip distance position, then you want your knee to stay in line with the center of your hip. You're going to straighten this knee out. Good job. And you're going to keep that knee lovely and straight. You're going to keep the knees in line with each other, and you're just going to open the leg out to the side, but you're only going as far as you can keep everything else perfectly steady. Don't let that knee float out.
Oh,
Okay.
that's tough.
The way your body's going to want to compensate with this is going to fan. So you have to try to stop that from happening. Okay? So this is totally steady, this is opening out towards me. Good job.
Yeah, it definitely wants to pan out.
And then take your time coming back in. Nice job. And I want you to get yourself, keep that leg perfectly straight. I want you to get yourself being able to do 20 of those in a row. Okay? And you can take as many breaks as you need to get yourself there. So you can do, you know, sets of 3 or 4 or 5 and up until the 20 mark, or you can do a rest after each one, whatever you feel like you need, because I want to use this as a way for you to tune into what's happening in the legs. Okay? Particularly on the opposite side to the one that's moving. Rest yourself back down, give that a try on the other side just to make sure you have it.
Yeah, you're actually so right. The base is super wide. I was kind of thinking recently, like, I'm not sure if my pelvic floor is that strong. I know, like, oh, this area is very strong, but down here,
I think you need a bit of training in the deep core. But we'll come into that. I'm going to start you with something really basic today. For that, and it'll be the first exercise you'll do. So you'll do your basic deep, keep that knee straight. So can you feel like that's what you're doing? Keep that as steady as you can. If you only open up that far, but you keep everything else steady, that makes me happier than if you do a big movement and you lose control. Okay, and this is particularly hard because of the imbalances in your spine. So it might be a teeny tiny little movement on the side, and that's okay.
oh yeah, I can already feel the side really shake doing that.
Do your best to keep this leg straighter. Up. Move like that far, not far at all. Good job.
Oh, that really burns. Oh man.
Good job. Okay. So get yourself up to 20 of those. Perfect technique. That'll make a massive difference because that's going to work your endurance side of that, but with technique in at the forefront of your mind. Okay. This is a lot easier. This next one. Okay. It's one of the most simple exercises you can do, but this is going to really make this work. You hold on to the block. Good job. Adductors. These are just a basic adductor squeeze, as simple as it could possibly be. But what I want you to start to do is think about what's happening when those adductors are working. So your adductors connect to your pelvic floor fascia. Your pelvic floor fascia connects up through the back of your body into your rib cage and your diaphragm. Okay, so our whole system is interconnected. When you squeeze this block, it stimulates your pelvic floor to start to contract. Okay? It's not just as straightforward as that, but it starts to, where you're starting to think about it too, and starting to actively contract the muscles. Using your adductors can help give that a bit of a boost. Okay? So to help your pelvic floor from the bottom half, you're going to squeeze here. To help it from the top half, you're going to use your breath. So your diaphragm controls your breathing. When you're exhaling, your diaphragm is lifting up to push the air out. Your diaphragm is like a puppet master to your whole core region. So when your diaphragm is lifting, so too is your pelvic floor, or it's contracting. So use your exhale to help initiate that pelvic floor contraction. Like I said at the start, that fascial system is going to help with that elevation too. So a big as you squeeze. Okay? Give that a little try. Good. Inhale, totally relax. Let everything go. Nice.
Oh, that felt really good.
Yeah, it should. It should feel really good. It's going to help make you more centered, it's going to help connect you, and it's going to help calm your sympathetic nervous system back down again. So if you can try to elongate the length of your exhale, that will naturally help you elongate the length of your inhale, and you'll get yourself into a nice breath cycle with that as well. Okay?
Oh, okay.
It's a very, very simple exercise, but there's a lot in it.
Yeah, definitely.
So try it again now. You're going to do a big long exhale as you gently squeeze the block. On the inhale, you let it all go. Okay? Give it a try. Nice. Inhale, let it go. Good. And then exhale as you squeeze, inhale as you relax, and you try to get into a nice rhythm of inhale, exhale, exhale. Okay, I'm just going to do 6 of those. And that's the thing I would start you with. Do that first. Okay? Then to really make those adductors work, or to fire them up, you're going to go into another sequence of bridges. Really simple bridge, most basic of them all. It's just a basic bridge, hips up, hips down, but you're squeezing this the whole way through. And you're going to use your breath with it as well. So on the exhale, you're lifting the pelvis up. On the inhale, you're setting the hips back down. Okay? Give it a try. So exhale to lift up. Nice. Inhale, setting back down again. Now with this, I don't worry about slow and control too much because your technique's good. This is an easy exercise for you in some ways. So I want you just to build up how many of them you can do so that you can fire out 30 of them in a row. Exhale, inhale. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's mostly adductor endurance and pelvic floor endurance that we're working on here.
Really, I could feel the weakness in here compared to
Yeah, to outside.
exterior half. Yeah.
Okay. But you're doing super. We are really just perfecting perfection.
Oh, thanks, Niamh.
So-
Just trying to not die, you know.
It's our goal.
Exactly.
I'll send you these 3 now so you have them. Okay, give them a try and then we'll see if I can get you back into me soon. Okay?
Fabulous,
Well
Niamh.
done. Good job.
Thank you so much. That was very, very
Yeah,
insightful.
you enjoyed that?
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah.